We see that biplane sometimes at the house, I think.
Oh, there it is flying around.
Yeah. I'd be freaking out right now.
Oh, you're loving that.
Really get crashed.
This modification here on the non-bay doors allowed this vehicle, I'm sorry, this aircraft, I haven't had enough water today, this aircraft to carry a nuclear weapon. Without this, the fins on the back of the nuclear weapon would prevent the closing of these doors. One of the things I found out just this week, I'm new to the job, those propellers on the front of the bomb, when you first look at those, you wonder what they could be. You think, well, are they propelling the bomb? No. Are they helping direct or guide the bomb? No. What they are is, there's a wire attached to them that prevents them from rotating during transport and mounting. But then when they drop, the wire breaks and those props turn and the rods are threaded in place to arm the bomb. So they aren't armed until they drop out of the plane, if everything works properly. That tube above your heads is the pressurized tube, so you get from the forward pressurized cabin to the back. When you get up there, look back through the tube and you'll see the barber's chair where the main flight control officer sat. His head was positioned in the bubble on the back of the plane on the very top. He could see 360 degrees. Let's see, what else did I miss for these guys? I think about it. But you guys will appreciate this. When you go up, take a look out the front, and that windshield should remind you something.
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
George Lucas took a tour with us a number of years ago, saw that, and he was inspired to use that in the Star Wars movie.
With the frame, yeah, I can see that.
Come on in. Come on, get a couple more of you in here. Two more of you can come on in.
Watch it.
There's still a breeze in here, so you might be able to.
These were gun turrets. The upper one would spin down almost to this lower one. There was only an 8-inch gap, and they rotated 360 degrees. So you can imagine how tight it was with the Navigator radar with the long span. You're on the wings of the Duke Look, okay, so that's where the Navigator could take celestial readings, and all the way back you can see the back of the chair that the fire control officer sat in. We had radar on this plane as well as radio. This is the Navigator station. This are the wings from Dutchman Kirk, who was a navigator on the Enola Gay. He was also a volunteer with our squadron. The flare I always thought was for emergencies, but no, they would use this to communicate with other planes in formation. Different colors meant different things. They were just basically communicating with other flights. I'll get all the way so you can take a good picture of the cabin. Okay.
What would be the gunner's seat that they use on rides?
The gunner seats are in a back compartment. You can't quite see it. It's in a pressurized zone. There's 5 per side, but we're only allowed to carry 9 back there.
I got you.
Yeah. And there's probably seats available. There were only 4 people back there this morning.
Yeah, they said they had a gunner seat left. That's what I was wondering. We were kind of debating.
They were thrilled. I was on that flight this morning.
Yeah.
They would have paid double for the second flight, I promise.
Really?
They take them out over the lake.
Oh, wow.
Around the Lake Murray.
Yeah.
And the people in the boats, you could see the boats stopping. And there was a high school we went over. Marching band was out there on the field with the color guard and the girls with the flags. Everything stopped when we went over.
That's wild.
So that's pilot, co-pilot, flight engineer. The controls are really, really complicated. You'll be able to see them once you start your way down the ladder. And here you can see the levers. The flight engineer on this flight is very important. He controls the engines. The pilot does taxi and landing, and he only controls the throttles up to 80 miles an hour, and then he turns over all the controls to the flight engineer. Go ahead. All right, you get it like 4 or 5 in there, and I'll explain what you're seeing. The circle on the floor is the lower gun turret. It extended up on the floor. Imagine like a
Ain't gonna get that no more unless you're going to spend a stupid amount of money.
These don't work anymore, so it's better.
Yeah, it's frustrating.